Hey everyone, I just wanted to go through a training module with the new agendas. So the first page is pretty easy. It's just a page that you can either draw with the student or take a picture of yourself with the student on the first lesson. Just a little way to capture the moment. And that's what the text down here is saying. Now these are our homework pages, and this is something that you'll really need to pay attention to. At the top of the page, you've got the date, and you've got a question that you must ask your student. The question changes from week to week. So these are opening icebreaker questions. They're great for starting to make the brain think, and you can put the answer to the question on the line below. So then you'll have 1, 2, 3 places to assign homework. This is whatever homework you're working on with a student, and it's just for you and them to kind of dictate the homework depending on what your lessons are, what you're doing in lesson. 1, 2, 3, and then there's a place to set a goal. So this is mandatory. Every lesson you must set a goal. And so it can be any kind of goal. If you're working on scales, it can be to, always get the fingering correct on C major scale. It can be to play the scale with your eyes closed. It can be play the scale 5 times a day. It can be play scale backwards. It can be play the scale with your eyes closed. The point about the goal is that it's something that the student should be able to achieve. So you want to make it, not to say that it's easy, but you want to make it achievable, and it's something that you're confident that they can do on their own. Because this whole part of the exercise is about developing confidence. So then down here you've got little circles in the days of the week. This is for them to check mark when they've practiced. You can give them stickers down here. You can write little comments. And this question is, could you have practiced more? So this question is reoccurring. Just kind of putting in their mind that there's the ability to do better and to practice more, and getting them to think about what they're doing. So this page comes up. You have to, it occurs 4 times in a row before you have a concert in the home, and you must complete this. You must complete this. You must go through all the steps. This is part of our methodology, and this really helps with lesson progression, and it's a to-do. So you'll have 4 of those pages. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then you'll run into a concert page. So this is also mandatory. This is a part of the month where you set a goal with a student to perform a song. It could be anything. It could be even that C major scale. So you talk to the student about setting a goal to perform something in front of the mom and the dad or whoever is there in the home. So maybe on week 3 of the 4 of these sheets, you say to the student, let's prepare the C major scale for next week's in-home concert. So the student will practice that song throughout the week and then play it. So you've got the date up here. You've got the song choice or the scale, whatever you'd like. And then the student will perform it. And then you need to complete, what am I most proud of this month? So this can be, again, anything that's, this is student driven. So the student gives you the answer for this. So it should be musically related and pertinent to the lessons. What skills did I learn with music? So this really is a way for the student to think about what skills they're actually learning in music and how does it apply to life. What did I learn that was new? It can be musical. It can be something you and the student have talked about. It should be something about the lesson, but it doesn't need to be, I learned the C major scale and the C minor scale. Or it can be. It could be, I learned that music helps me relax. Something like that. That's totally up to you. What would you like to improve on this month? What would you like to improve on next month? So you can help the student set a goal for the next month. Maybe it's to do a couple more minutes of practicing. Maybe it's to accomplish one more song. Maybe it's to learn that C major scale. Whatever the goal is, again, it's something that should be achievable and something that's just kind of like the next best step to their practice. Like something small that they can add on to their practice, something small they can be motivated to try to do. Teacher's comment. There's a star rating system here, and then you can add a little comment down here. Make sure that it's positive. So after this performance page, the student is rewarded with a really bright, beautiful color page with a quote. So it's at this point where you kind of present this to the student, say, wow, you did this, and then you also take a photo of the student with the page like this. So what we're going to do with these photos is we're going to collect them all and then send them to the family at the end of the year. So they'll have a series of 6 or 7 different nice portrait shots of their student accomplishing their goal. If you really want to take a picture of the performance page, that's just as well. So if you want that. And then we're going to create a Slack channel so that you can upload these photos into Slack. And this is also a mandatory part. So after you have that performance page, it just goes back into these pages. So there's 4 weeks of homework, and then in the lesson of the 5th week, you'll do the small in-home performance. And at the end of the book, we've got a sticker page. So you can put your stickers in there. And yeah, that pretty well summarizes this book.